Folks, just doing a live trade case study here for you. Now, what you're looking at here on the left-hand side is a 1 minute time frame, and you can see that here the market has engineered sell side liquidity, right? So it's come down, it's gone up, come down again, and we have equal lows. Then it's gone up, and it's left the previous daily highs intact as well. Okay, so that is clear engineering of liquidity. So now here the Asia session opens, right? And we come down and we take out these equal lows, right? So there are stops residing below these levels where retail traders have taken long positions. Okay, they're expecting that the previous daily high will be rated, and that is true, that at some point that will be rated, because from the prior day there is liquidity residing above that level. Okay, but the market just doesn't make it that easy for you, and what the market has done is it has engineered liquidity below these levels, right? These equal lows where people have long and they've got stops under these levels to protect their long positions. Okay, so there's orders here below this level at market to sell when price comes back down there, because they've got long positions and they want to protect their longs and avoid larger losses if the market turns around and goes against them, which it has. Anyone's long from this level, okay, so anyone's long seeing that double bottom there, okay, has stops under there. Now the market has put them in profit for anyone that has seen that low and then the low on the right hand side coming down into the low on the left, making that a double bottom. Anyone that's long from that level is excited and their targets are above previous daily high, okay, which is the right thing to do, but you've got to get in at the right time and you've got to be aware of manipulation, okay? And so this little move up is manipulation, this move up, where a lot of people have taken a long position from. Okay, it's in the session, I guess, but it's not really at the right time within that session. Okay, Asia, RCT kill zone, Asia opens up at 7 p.m. So you've got to look for that manipulation. The first hour typically is the manipulation. Okay, so what has the market done? Right, it's come at the second hour of Asia, which is 8 p.m. You can see the time right there. Okay, that's kind of when I like to look for my entries in any session. I like to look for entries at least in that second hour. I prefer the 30 minutes within that second hour. For Asia, I really actually like 9:30 p.m. But if I get to set up at other times, I'll take it. Okay, so you can see here the market has come down, right, and taken those equal lows, and that is what you want to do. That's total sweep entry, right? Where we come down, we take liquidity, and then we turn around. Okay, so that is a textbook setup. Now there's other levels that we can also use to our advantage to get in sync with a higher time frame. Okay, and that is the 15-minute time frame here on the right hand side. Okay, we can see these two down candles, they are the order block. We can see a nice decent fair value gap. Let me turn off all these lines and things. We can see a nice decent fair value gap. The market now in that second hour is pushing down into, right? The market's pushing down into the fair value gap, right? And these two down candles, which is our bullish order block, okay? And our initial target is simply back up to the previous daily high. We also now have liquidity residing above. There are now people that might be short from those levels, okay? And now we want to take that liquidity resting above. But that is the cleaner and easier target, because we're now getting in at a tail soup, right? We're now getting in after this liquidity has been rated, right? And this also is in alignment with the bullish order block on the left-hand side on the 15-minute chart and the fair value gap. On the right-hand here on this chart, on the left-hand side of the chart, the bullish order block and the fair value gap, right? And also, now let's jump to a higher time frame. Let's look at a 1 hourly chart. Okay, so the 1 hourly chart is also showing us bullish order blocks, okay, where the market is now coming down into. And also, I'm going to turn on these lines here on the 1 hour chart, right? We have a tiny fair value gap there on the 1 hour chart, right, where the market has come down into. And this also, you can see where I've got this yellow box. The most sensitive area for a bullish order block is going to be its open, which is that there, right? Open of the down candle, and it's high. You can see that we are respecting that level, and you can see there's a midpoint of that as well that we are respecting, right? Of that bullish order block. That is the most sensitive area of a bullish order block. Okay. Now, if I jump back to the 15-minute chart, I want to mention one more thing, and that is that this fair value gap here, right, from this high to this low, the fair value gap, I've drawn a midpoint of that. You can see as the market has come down, it's respecting the midpoint of that fair value gap as well. So we've got a lot of confluence. Okay, we've got the tail sweep entry at the right time. We've got liquidity resting above. Okay, and we have similar ICT bullish signatures on the high time frame, the 15-minute chart as well as the 1 hour chart. So if we just look at where could we take profit, for the easiest and most logical level from entry would be back up to the current high here, which is 50 pips, or above the previous daily high, which is just a bit over 50 pips, or some other levels above. There's plenty of liquidity residing above with the swing highs or previous daily session highs that we can also target. Okay, so I hope the video is useful. You've got to study your charts. You've got to mark these out on your own charts. That's how you learn. You've got to practice this with a demo paper trading account. Okay, and if you want to learn how we do this in VIP, then I invite you to join the VIP. Okay, the details are in the description of this video. Hope the video is useful. I will now talk with you in a future video.